Jeremy, it's so lovely to see you again. So the the big news is that you're bringing back um, a changed workshop for our CPD offer, which is lovely.
Oh, thank you, Kim. Yeah, no, it's lovely to be back. Lovely to see you again. Yeah, I'm very, very excited. So I'm feel very happy and lucky to be bringing back this workshop for a second time. So it's going to be over a whole weekend this time, which I'm really sort of looking forward to. Um,
Is that based on, is that because you felt with your last workshop that having more space would to explore would be, yeah?
Yeah, yes, and it was that, and it came from feedback actually from some of the participants of the first workshop that actually they felt the nature of the subject would benefit from more space and to be yeah, held over 2 days to allow a sort of, if you like, breathing space and a deeper kind of reflection and engagement that could then be carried through 2 days and be allowed time to sort of yeah, find a sort of level of reflection and move towards a kind of completion, perhaps, that trying to fit it all into a single day didn't necessarily allow for. So I've taken that feedback on board and adapted what we did last year to a 2 day format.
Great.
Mm.
So when you say adapted what you did last year, does that mean if somebody did your program last year that it's a waste of their time applying this year?
I don't think it would be a waste of time. I think they would meet some of the same material inevitably because we're covering the same territory and the territory hasn't changed. Um, what they would find is a more opportunity for to connect, if you like, more deeply with the material we're working with, both and also in terms of ideas as well. So we'd be going into each of the different areas that we covered last time, but in a lot more depth and detail. For example, the theory. Some of the again based on some of the feedback I had, there was a sense in which the theory was very valuable in terms of how we think about the erotic as it appears in the countertransference in the form of attraction, um, what meaning we might make of it. So the theory allows us to kind of have a framework to conceptualize what's going on and provide a lens by which we can engage with it. So there's going to be a lot more room for that. And as well as the psychoanalytic and transpersonal approaches that we kind of focused on last time, there's going to be some feminist uh, views and also some queer points of view that we're going to be looking at as well that are going to sort of lend a different slant to the material. So I think there's going to be a lot more scope for exploration on that level, and also the experiential level, which is a really key part of this workshop. It's not just about a theoretical approach. It's not even just about how we work with clients. It's also very much about our own experience with and relationship to the erotic generally, as well as how it's appearing in the therapeutic setting. So I think it's very rich, um, and there's a lot of scope for personal development as well as professional development um, that's there as part of this workshop.
Well, that sounds really interesting, really
Mm.
exciting, and um, and and an important topic uh, for us as therapists to hold.
Mm.
Um, Lovely, thank you. Really pleased that you have spent time developing your
Mm.
ideas. I think that's also um, really shows the importance of your contribution of your thesis, you know. So you completed and qualified as a psychotherapist in October 23, And I guess what this has allowed is you time to integrate your learnings and find a new energy in the field.
Absolutely, yeah. It's the journey's continued since completing. The interest in my thesis hasn't gone away, and I've continued reading, continued learning, running these workshops, and getting and if you like, learning from the participants. You know, I'm learning as much as they are from them, from their feedback, from their input. So it's a sort of an iterative sort of process, a little bit like writing the dissertation was, um, in that sort of way. So yes, it's kind of got its own momentum, really. I've found, which is really exciting. It's really exciting, and it's so enriching and rewarding to share this with other practitioners. Yeah.
And it gives a real practical place for your dissertation to land,
Yeah.
you know,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
to bring your learnings back.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's such a useful area. It's such an important area. As I say, just for it's such a core part of our experience as human beings and therapists and clients. You know, it's the erotic. So it's very rich, deep, and profound. And I hope that that's what people will find that connection with themselves as people and practitioners through this work. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Mm.
And like you did last year, for those who are interested and want to have a little taster of possibly what they'll encounter, you're going to do so that the actual workshop is on May 10th and 11th, so the
Yes,
weekend.
yeah,
And then you'll do a 2 hour overview workshop so that people who are interested can see whether this is a workshop that
yeah, absolutely, yes, yeah. So it'll be an over 2 hour overview with a little sort of dipping into some of the areas that we'll be exploring in greater depth on the actual weekend. Yeah,
brilliant. And that's on the 25th of April,
yeah,
6:30 to 8:30.
yes, yeah.
Lovely. Is there anything else you'd like to share before we
Um, Not only yes, only just how much I'm looking forward once again to kind of engaging with this topic. I mean, my experience has been um, it's been so rewarding and enriching to engage with this topic with people. It's so participants can expect to come away with as well as a much clearer sense of how to work with attraction when it appears in the therapeutic setting. But I also hope, and experience has shown me so far, that people can also expect to come away with a deeper connection with their own relationship with the erotic as well. So there is a strong experiential element. So um, yeah, yeah, very exciting.
Indeed,
Mm.
indeed. Thank you. Thank you very much, Jeremy. Looking forward to your workshop happening.
Well, thank you, Kim. Yeah,
Appreciate your
thank
time.
you. Thank you.